Like, I get excited about the base 44. The base 44 gold standard. It's great. Where this is not great. And I tried 3 times to get something at least mediocre, right? I'm best buddies with Google. I love Google. But what are you doing? What are you doing, Google? But overall, that's my review. My thoughts are, if you're trying to get something quick, you can't really go wrong with Lovable or Booklet. If you're trying to do something legitimate, and it's not just like a question of whether or not this would be interesting, and you want to actually implement something and not necessarily scale with users, but just try something out and get closer to an MVP, I would suggest Base 44. Base 44 killed it. Their one shot was great. You had this interactability. You've got the demo. We've got some integrations. It was great. Love it. And it had a pretty good UI implementation. You don't say myself. I just looked up cool color schemes for businesses, and that was one of them. And so I just took that and gave it to AI and asked it to add some extra colors and some swag and aura. And that's what I got. So love, love, love Base 44. The Gen Kit has potential, needs work. Maybe it does better when you have a backend built already. And that's really probably what it's used for. But I don't know. I mean, if you're going to have the product available to prototype without the backend, then ask the user, hey, are you okay with GenKit generating the backend for you? It's nothing permanent. It's just a quick generation to prototype this. What do you think? Yes, no. Or if you don't want to do that with GenKit, have the user generate the backend, because what they provided, not good enough. Not good. Not even close. Not even close to being good enough. So they need a lot of work there. But Base 44, as I said, gold standard, best demo, best interactivity, best UI, overall great vibes, easy to use. Speed was the fastest. I don't know. There was really nothing to say bad about Base 44. It was great. It was seamless. Ripplet had issues getting started with the authenticator. The port was turned off. It couldn't accept information. Couldn't authenticate the user. It took me 30 minutes to do. Lovable didn't ask any questions, but overall liked the UI approach. Ooh, I almost stopped the recording on accident. I would have been devastated. Lovable didn't ask any questions, but overall liked the UI approach. It had a really cool website, had the API docs. It created API docs for the Accords. It had a nice demo. Emergent, it's marketed as a robust tool that has multiple agents. Like, one is a prompting agent that prompts your prompt, creates a more robust prompt. And then they have an agent that codes, and then they have a QA agent that tests for the bugs. And that's how they market it. It's like a 3-part agent. And maybe it's good, but it seems like it's really expensive for what it does, because you can't even get a prototype out without running out of credits. And they only generated me a landing page. No interactivity, no web pages, just a landing page. That's it. So for the price, not worth it. Base 44 is great. And another thing I forgot to touch on, it's great with Emergent or Base 44, especially Base 44. You can download the code or put it in your GitHub. So you're not locked into their system or their software. You can build what you want to build and then leave, and then start that in like an enterprise environment like AWS or Google Cloud or Microsoft Azure, and move on with your life. And then you could prototype little things in Base 44 and then bring them over into the enterprise side of things later on.